with Mike Wagenheim, joining us from Jerusalem. The General Assembly of the Jewish Federations of North America is taking place here in Israel as we speak. So I asked the leader of the Israeli opposition, TzipiLivne3, what grade would she give to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for his handling of relations with the Jewish diaspora?
Fail.
Fail?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Netanyahu gave the monopoly of the Jewishness of the State of Israel to the ultra-Orthodox parties, and the ultra-Orthodox parties are not willing to accept the right of Jews, of the world Jewry, to be part of different streams in Judaism. So for them, reforms or conservatives are not Jews, and therefore Netanyahu pays political in order to stay in office. He gives them the monopoly of the Jewishness of the State of Israel, and this creates a huge tension between Israel and the world Jewry.
Mike, the GA is happening during one of the most, if not the most tense periods I've seen between Israel and the American Jewry, isn't it?
You know, the theme of the General Assembly this year is we need to talk, meaning Israeli Jews in the diaspora need to talk. The old adage goes, everybody's talking, but nobody's listening, and that appears to be the problem right now. I don't think the problem is with the diaspora as a whole. The American right, the Republican Party, seems to be just fine with the relationship with Israel. It's the Democrats that are really having a problem right now with the policies of the Netanyahu government and Netanyahu's, what they see as the lack of concern for the American left. Could come back to bite the government, especially if Democrats take over the House of Representatives as expected. They control the purse strings, they control things like defense aid, and they can really hold the Israeli government hostage, so to say, in the money that's spent over here. So that relationship has been frayed. It doesn't appear the Prime Minister is doing anything about it at the moment, and again, it could really come back to hurt Israel in the long run.
Okay, I also had the opportunity to ask TzipiLivne3 about the hashtag #MeToo campaign. Let's hear what you had to say.
The world is changing. The world changed. And I believe that things that were obvious for some men in the past, they know now that it's not only not against the law, but it is something that they would never be accepted as part of their own society now. And therefore, I'm really, on one hand, you know, it's touching to hear and listen almost every day. Another woman is coming with a story from, I don't know, 10 years ago or 20 years ago. But the idea that they kept these stories for so many years and now they feel that they have the courage to speak about it. It's, on one hand, heartbreaking, but on the other, it's really opens all of us to a really new world.
A new world from TzipiLivne3. Okay, Mike Wagenheim, thank you very much for joining us from Jerusalem. Good to have you on the show. And now let's talk some U.S. politics. We're joined now by I-24 News